Hi, I'm Margie Rey with Entertainment and Sports Today. And today I have for you some magic. Ta-da! So stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Magic Johnson. I'm talking about all the Laker action. You hear me? Everything we do, three-point slam, dunk, fast break, defense, block shots, everything right here.
Entertainment and sports.
And stay tuned.
I'm Brenda Warner.
And I'm Kurt Warner, Super Bowl champion. We want to wish you a happy 20th birthday to Entertainment and Sports Today.
Hey, it's Julius Irving for Entertainment and Sports Today. Congratulations. Happy 20th. You're just like the ESPYs. 20 years. And going strong.
Hey, NBA All-Star Set Ceballos wishing you a happy 20th anniversary.
Is that a good? Did I plug it? Thanks.
Hi, I'm Warren Moon, and you can watch me on Entertainment and Sports Today.
My name is Rosey Grier. You should watch Entertainment and Sports Today. Don't forget it. Watch it.
Hi, I'm Margie Rey with Entertainment and Sports Today on Time Warner, and we're here for the ESPY Awards. So stay tuned as some of your favorite celebrities walk down this red carpet. So here we are with Kurt Warner. You know what? I love sports, but you on Dancing with the Stars were amazing. I mean, you were just so cute, and all my friends wrote it because he was so cute. And they was talking about his wife and his 7 kids, and you know, and that's what really got everybody. I mean, he's not just cute and doing great at the dancing, but you were just such a great family man, and just so impressive. And you were just, you know, the way you were just talking about, you know, your belief and your faith. And
yeah, well, I appreciate that. You know, it's amazing how God can use a lot of different platforms to allow you to share your message and represent what you want to represent. And you know, I wasn't sure how it was going to look on Dancing with the Stars, but it was a great opportunity to I think showcase that you can do a show like that. You can have a lot of fun. You can bring a lot of character, but at the same time, you can love your wife and you can represent your faith, and yeah, that's what that was all about. And I really enjoyed the opportunity, and it's turned into some new and great things now in retirement. And your wife, bring her over here.
She is so adorable. And I got to tell you, I mean, I just loved it because, you know, I'm Christian, but most Christians, even though it says in the Bible, you know, stand up for me before man, I'll stand up for you before God. Most people don't. Yeah. And it's very difficult to get anybody to say anything like it on the red carpet and on television or anything. I mean, believe me, I try. And they just go right around like they have no idea what I'm saying. And when I saw you on Dancing with the Stars, and, you know, you had no even second thoughts. You just came right out, and you were so strong about your faith and your belief. And you know, I just think, you know, America fell in love with your husband. I mean, he was so like, this is who I am. And you didn't deny God. Yeah. I mean, you put him right up there.
Well, like, I mean, it's a big part of who we are. And we know that the reason that we're in this position right now is because God's lifted us up to this. And so every opportunity we have, whether it's on the big stage playing in a Super Bowl, or whether it's on Dancing with Stars in front of millions of people, or whatever other opportunities we get, we want to make sure that we give thanks to God, because we know without him, we wouldn't be where we're at.
And it's great the fact that, like he said, you know, he could do it on Dancing with the Stars. A lot of people that aren't going to turn on to TBN, but turn on to Dancing with the Stars, and then they got witnessed to without even trying.
Yeah, and that's part of it, is that, you know, it's not just, you know, going into the churches and you know, doing that sort of thing is awesome and powerful, but we also need other individuals to stand up throughout the rest of the world in the different areas that they represent. And yeah, it's something that we felt a long time ago with football, that it was important to showcase our marriage and our faith every opportunity we got. And we're going to continue to do that now with different endeavors that she's doing and different endeavors that I'm doing. And it's fun to take God and to take our faith and find ways to represent him accordingly and represent him correctly, even in different worlds where it's not always as accepted as maybe in the church world.
Well, yeah, a lot of people assume that, you know, most men, they're very faithful because they go to church and it's just a church environment. But if they were rich and famous, they wouldn't be. And you proved them wrong, which was really
well,
nice.
I think you just have to understand why you are where you are. And, you know, it has nothing to do with money changing you. When you realize the reason that you're here and the reason you have everything that you have is because of your faith and because of what God has blessed you with, it's easy to go out and shout from the mountaintops and let them know that, hey, this is what it's all about. You know, we thank you for it, and we're going to try to represent you the right way with whether it be the financial success or the fame and fortune of being on television. And we're doing our best to try to do it the best we can.
Now, I hear you're going to have a reality show?
Yeah, I'm going to be hosting a new reality show coming out this fall.
What's it about?
It is about giving people a second chance at their dream. Very similar to my situation where a little later in life, I was fortunate to get a second chance to chase after my dream and accomplish a lot of great things. And so the show is about going into individuals where life got in the way a little bit and threw them a curveball. And we come in and try to get them back on track and give them that opportunity again to see if they can chase it and accomplish some great things. So it's really a great premise, and hopefully through the show we're going to impact a lot of lives and also inspire a lot of people that are sitting at home to say, hey, I need to go out and give my dream a second chance as well.
Now, is it a second chance on any dream? Sports, acting,
it's a
business?
variety of different dreams. You know, it's across the board. So it's not just sports related. It's going to be across the board with a lot of different things.
Oh, how fun. Okay, last question. Best advice you ever received, and who gave it to you?
Oh, man. Man, that's a good question. I've ever received so much great advice. But, you know, I remember people early on when we kind of, you know, made it big. I remember someone giving us the advice that receive the blessing. I think one of the hardest things for us is to go from where we did in Iowa to the platform that we were on. And sometimes we felt like we didn't deserve it or we really didn't know what to do with it. And they gave us that advice to accept the blessing and go out there and run with it. And I think that's some of the best advice we ever got, that, hey, you know, don't be ashamed that you're in the position that you're in. Now use it to benefit and impact as many people as possible.
I like that. And what's the best advice you'd give an up-and-coming athlete?
What? Say that again?
Best advice you'd give an up-and-coming athlete?
Man, probably the best advice is that failure is not a destination, it's an opportunity.
Hey, Ceballos here, NBA All-Star Slam Dunk Champion, Los Angeles Lakers. This is a fun event. The ESPYs brings out the dirty, grimy, sweaty guys and cleans them up and has some fun. So I expect Comedy Central going on in there tonight.
No, my producer actually saw you at the Playboy Mansion.
Yes, you know, Hugh Hefner always throws a great party, and you know, opportunity to come hang out with the hobnob with the people that are high society. So.
And the hot playmates.
Yeah, you know, were they there? I didn't even notice.
You're so cute. Who's been your favorite person to meet?
The presidents have to be that. You know, Barack. Got to meet the Bushes, both Bushes, and Clinton. I wanted to meet Ronald Reagan. I didn't get an opportunity because I grew up here in California. So you know, being to meet him was a really big deal to me. I didn't do that, but those have to be my biggest. Muhammad Ali. Those have to be my biggest. The presidents and Muhammad.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah,
I've met everyone except for Barack. What would be the best advice that you would give a kid that's an up-and-coming athlete that wants to grow up to be just like you?
Well, that's easy to do. You can be bigger and better than me, but you have to dream. When I was a kid, when I slept, I dreamt. I imagined myself being in where I am, and obviously everything is overwhelming. I never expected this, but I had an opportunity to dream, and that's the biggest thing. People don't see themselves or imagine themselves or even take a chance and say, hey, man, I'll never get there. Don't say that. You never know. If you work hard enough and put yourself in the right situation, you can be more than lucky. You can be promised.
Julia Serving.
Hi, how are you? Ready? Here we are with Dr. J. How are you doing? You having a good time tonight?
Yeah, we're going to be nice. It's going to be real good.
And look at you, how beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Here, my goodness. Okay, tell us, are you having a good time tonight?
Yeah, we're just doing the red carpet once again. A lot of new faces. You know, I've been coming here for a long time, so I'm seeing a lot of new faces. It's always good to see some young, new talent coming through.
Is there any young, new talent that you want to meet?
No, not particularly.
What would
the guy they want to meet? I'm no.
What would be your words of wisdom to them if they don't get a chance to meet you, but they can just hear it?
You gotta follow the rules. You know, you gotta stay on the right side of the law. Stay on and off the court. You gotta be a good citizen, and coaches know a lot more than you think. So try to have a little respect for your coach.
And the best advice that you would give an up-and-coming athlete?
Well, try to stay healthy. You know, certainly parental influence. The parents put you on this earth. They've given you the best that they have to offer, and you should try and exceed what they've done. You know, pass it on to the next generation.
And what was the best advice that they gave you?
Well, I think it was, pretty much just keep your nose clean, run hard, be an honest guy, and play sports with integrity. Sports is a privilege to be able to play sports, so play with integrity. Win, but don't try to win by any means necessary. Win with integrity.
And last question, what's been the highlight of your career?
Highlight of my career? Probably my children being born. I have 4 sons and 3 daughters. So those have been the highlights, and they continue to be the highlights. Nothing has surpassed that.
So you have 7?
Yes, 4 boys and 3 girls.
Unbelievable. That is a highlight. Well, that was it. An amazing day here at the ESPY Awards on the red carpet. Hope you saw some of your favorite athletes and stars. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Margie Rey with Entertainment and Sports Today. Good night.
Could you tell us who gave you the best advice ever?
Best advice ever. Probably my dad, when he told me to, when I was about to go on my first date, he said, just ask questions about her, don't even talk about yourself, and just make her feel like she's the most important person, and that way you don't even have to talk about yourself. And that was probably the best advice. I just kept it on her and kept asking her questions about herself.
Hi, I'm Margie Rey with Entertainment and Sports Today. We're here tonight at the Hyatt at Century Plaza, and we're here for Sports Spectacular. So stay tuned for an incredible evening. You'll have some of your favorite celebrities and sports stars walking down this red carpet.
Great to be at Sports Spectacular again. I've been here several times, and it's one of the great fundraisers for sports in this town. They do great work for Cedar-Sinai Hospital, raising a lot of money for the hospital, which does tremendous work. And then I get a chance to see some of my sports buddies who I haven't get to see all the time.
What advice would you give an up-and-coming athlete?
Just keep working hard. The more work you put into your craft, the more you're going to get out of it. And don't let anybody tell you that you can't succeed, because I'm a perfect example of a guy that was told a bunch that I would never be able to play the position. And here I am standing here, a Hall of Famer. So you just keep your nose to the grindstone, believe in yourself, and work your butt off, and good things will happen. Now,
they actually told you that you wouldn't make it?
Oh, no question about it. Many people did. And
really? Why? Why did they say that?
Well, it's just the time we came up in that, wasn't a lot of African-American quarterbacks back in the late 60s, early 70s. And so I was discouraged by a lot of people to move to another position. But I'm hard-headed, and I'm stubborn, and I have a lot of confidence. So I kept playing it, and things worked out.
They obviously really worked out beyond anything.
Yeah.
Also, what's the best advice, life advice, that you ever received?
I think treat people the way you want to be treated. I think treat people with respect, and always have class about yourself. And if you do that, and always put yourself in a position where if your mother's going to be proud of you, then you're doing something right.
That's good advice. I like that. David Beckham, we're getting ready to interview him. He looks handsome as ever. I don't know where Victoria is. She is here this evening. I guess she didn't feel like walking down the red carpet. And, of course, that's Mark Anthony giving David Beckham a big hug. Mark Anthony will be performing tonight. And David Beckham's receiving an award this evening. And the lady in the middle is Mark Anthony's date. Quite attractive. Hi, David. Best advice that you would give an up-and-coming athlete?
Enjoy it and be dedicated, because I think it's very difficult to get to a certain level, and it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, but you need enjoyment.
And what's the best life advice you ever received?
Best enjoy your family and be healthy. Simple as that.
Thank you so much, David. Have a wonderful evening tonight. Your son's adorable. Thank you. Here we are with the legendary Rosey Grier. Your career is just amazing. It just
I've been blessed. I've been blessed that I was able to utilize the skills and talent that God gave me, and I enjoy meeting people. I love people, so that's what my job is, to love people.
Well, that's great. And also, you were an incredible player. What's the best advice you could give an up-and-coming athlete?
Get in shape naturally. Don't take any of those pills and stuff like that. If you get in shape naturally, you can have a great career and not worry about what's going to happen after it.
Good point. Good point. Those drugs don't help anybody. And what's the best life advice that someone gave you, and who was it?
Life advice? I don't know if I could say someone, God. someone told me about the Lord, and that changed my
Wonderful.
life.
I love that. That's my favorite.
Well, actually, my sons and got me to take him to church, and I was divorced from his mom. So we went to church, and we both. No, he took me. He asked me to go at 4.5, and we went and we met the Lord, and I got remarried to his mom. So we got remarried. Yeah.
What a beautiful story.
And so we've been together. We were together till June the 10th, and she died of cancer.
Do you know that most athletes and celebrities of all kinds are afraid to say God or Jesus? They feel like it's going to hurt their career. They won't mention it. When I ask them, what's their guiding light or what's influenced them, and they'll avoid that question like the plague. They dance around it,
Yeah, it's amazing. The person that caused you to breathe and enabled you to be here gave you the skills and talent that you have, and you're not able to give him the glory, the honor and the glory just by doing that. The highest honor and the greatest privilege that we can ever have was being in the family of God.
I know, isn't it true? That's exactly how I feel.
And you seem like you know.
I do know,
Yeah.
Well,
That's
and
right.
also another thing he says is stand up for me before man, and I'll stand up for you before God.
Absolutely.
Which is what you're doing now
right,
on
right.
camera.
Yes, that's great. Well, and I thank you very much for that, because a lot of people don't want you to talk about that, but that's my life. And everywhere I go, that's what I'm going to talk about. If you want me to talk, I'm going to talk about that also.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you know what? It also helps because the youth is kind of a little bit lost right now, and they really need role models that tell them it's okay to talk about God and it's okay to follow God. And they don't have that. They feel, they don't see that in the media at all, anywhere.
It's okay for them to needle point, and it's okay for them to cry also.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes, and you're very famous for that needle point, aren't you?
Needle point, yeah. And also we did an album called It's Free to Be You and Me, and Marlo Thomas and friends, and I sang a song and I call It's All Right to Cry. And I think I cry a lot lately, all the things that are going on around me. We're losing people left and right. They're dying, they're killing themselves, and all these things are going on. And someone need to get to their heart, let them know that they are precious and valuable. And so there's no need to run out on it. Live the life.
Okay, now, can you sing a little bit of that song for us?
What?
A little song that you sang with Marlo Thomas?
It's all right to cry. Cry and get the sad out of you. It's all right to cry. Gonna make you feel better.
Oh, I love it. Oh, thank you so much for talking with us. This is my favorite interview. Oh, he's wonderful. Thank you so much.
In track and field, I always say what you put in it, the sport will give it back to you. So it's all on you. You don't have any teammates or anything else. You have to work very hard every day.
That's right. It is all on you. A cameraman was in track and field.
Oh, okay.
So you're one of his favorites.
Thank you.
Well, that's it for tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. It was an incredible evening on this red carpet with some of my favorite celebrities. Hope they were yours as well. And some incredible sports stars, which gave us really great interviews and a lot of great insight into great advice. So thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Margie Rey with Entertainment and Sports Today. Good night.
The big one is back. Circus Vargas, Circus Vargas. The big one is back. Circus Vargas, Circus Vargas. Circus Vargas.